Alright guys, welcome back, and in this video I want to talk to you about your capture settings. Now this is probably going to be one of the most important videos because it's how you fine-tune and tell Wireshark exactly what you want to listen to on your network. So like I said in the last video, from the welcome screen you can go ahead and choose your interface and do it that way, but a better way in my opinion is to go up to this capture menu and click interfaces. So this is going to give you all of the interfaces on your computer that you can listen from. Now, a lot of people, whenever they first get started, they don't know what one to choose, and I like this because it gives you a little description, first of all. So we can see that, okay, first of all, these ones aren't even real in the sense that they aren't physical. They are just virtual NICs, so, I don't really want those. So now I'm left with this, local area connection 2. Well, what you usually want to do is if you go to Google and just type in what's my IP, that's the easiest way to find out. You can get the IP address of your computer and how the internet sees it, basically. And we can see, okay, this one's 0000, probably don't want that one. So this is my main NIC. So this one is actually built into my motherboard. It's on board, and like I said, I'm just using my desktop right now. I have an Ethernet cable plugged in, so that's the connection that I want to listen from. Now if you want, you can just hit start right here, but I am going to recommend going into your options, and this is going to allow you to access all of your capture options and give you more control over all of your settings. Now, one very important thing that a lot of people don't even pay attention to is this right here. Make sure you have this checked, and that's going to enable your interface to listen in promiscuous mode. Now, if you don't know what promiscuous mode is, I'll explain that first, and then I'll explain why it's so useful. So, say that you decided that you wanted to go to Starbucks, so you brought in your laptop to Starbucks, and you wanted to look at everyone's traffic. Now, by the way, don't do this because it's illegal. I'm just saying hypothetically, this is how you do it. I'm just trying to explain promiscuous mode, guys. That's it. So you're in Starbucks, you decide you want to snoop on everyone's traffic, so you open your laptop, open Wireshark, and you start looking. But, something weird's going on. You can only see the traffic from your own computer and not everyone else's. It's kind of weird. I thought that, Wireshark was supposed to help me monitor traffic. How come I can't see everyone else's? Well, the way that most wireless devices work and wireless interfaces, in your phones and your tablets, laptops, is they only pay attention to the traffic that's for them. So even though everyone is connected to, the wireless access point and they're spewing all of their data through the air, whenever that data comes back from the wireless router to you, your device usually ignores it unless it was meant for you. So what promiscuous mode does, it says, you know what? You know how it's usually a good idea to just pay attention to my traffic, then I don't have to worry about anyone else's activity. That's usually a good thing. But in this instance, I actually want to listen to everyone else's. So that's going to enable your interface to listen to everyone else's traffic. Now, the last thing I want to point out is the way that Windows especially works and some devices is they don't even enable promiscuous mode. So it's pretty obvious why they, would block this, so you can't hack into people's systems. But if you have an interface card, wireless ones especially, that block promiscuous mode, then I'll show you guys the one I bought. So I went on Amazon and I bought this one, and if you go online you can find a bunch of different reviews of good ones, but I use this. It was only $12, and I actually use it on Linux, where you can pretty much control all their permissions yourself. So if you guys want to use this one or go online and find a better one, then there you go. But when you have that little setup, then you're going to be able to look at anyone's conversation, what they're doing, what websites they're going to. So there you go. And I just want to reiterate this. I probably should have said this in the first tutorial, but you just can't go to any, Starbucks or library or whatever and start looking at everyone's traffic. It's actually illegal. So make sure that you have permission, even though you aren't breaking into their computer. It's called a passive attack, and like I said, it's illegal for obvious reasons. So just make sure, even when a company hires you to analyze your traffic, that you have written permission. And yeah, so that's my little disclaimer. Now let's move on to the fun stuff. So there's a couple other settings here, but you guys won't understand filters until I show you how to use filters and all that other stuff. So right now I'm just going to hit start. And there you go. So now my traffic is coming in, and if I start going to, website, I go to that one, whatever, then we're going to see it, and you can hit this to stop it. So, okay, whenever you start and stop, this is all the packets that you capture in between. So now let's go ahead and look at this toolbar right here.